Oh yeah. You know it's true. You know it's true. Want to deny it? How you doing tonight? How you doing tonight? We're gonna have some fun. Glad you joined me. If you're new, hit that sub, hit that thumbs up. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you're thinking. All right, let's take a look. Want to look at me? I want to look at you. There we go. I wonder if we're on. Gonna take a look. Gonna write a book. Gonna get shook. I mean, why not? All right. Hey, we're live. Can you hardly believe it? Ah, what the heck? Get a few people on. I'm gonna sing a song. Yeah, thanks for jumping on, everybody. I mean, after all, what's the alternative? All right, we're off to a good start. Who would have thought? Could have been so easy. Just so easy. Here we are. You, me, music makes three. And tonight we're going to write songs. We're just going to write songs. We're just going to do whatever. We're going to hope some cool people show up and we can all do it together, no matter what the weather. I've got my DAW up, and I've got a Ibanez semi-hollow body guitar right here. Oh, I love this thing. I love this thing. What's not to love, after all? This thing sounds beautiful, man. It's like $350 guitar. Put about another, well, let's be honest, another $200 into it, and now it plays like a $1,000 guitar. So, yeah, Ibanez makes some great inexpensive guitars, I would claim, but so do many other people. So, to like, subscribe, and comment. It makes it more fun. Makes it a lot more fun. We are streaming vertically tonight. Concurrent frame. Please use keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. Stream status poor. Currently keyframes are being sent. The current keyframe rate is 8.3. Note ingestion errors can cause juke. Saying the stream status is poor. That is a problem. We don't want a poor stream because who wants to watch a poor stream? Well, I do wonder how I fix that. I suppose I can end it and restart it. If you're on the stream and you can hear it at all, let me know. Let me know how I'm coming through. Seems like not that good at all. I'm going to look over here, bring it up in another window. Stream, and you can hear it at all, let me know. Let me know how I'm coming through. Seems like not that good at all. Well, I don't know. I just listened to it and sounds okay to me. But let me know if you can hear it loud and clear, because we're going to do some rocking. We're here to rock, whatever that means. Yeah, I am running through a Spark amplifier tonight, folks. Spark amplifier and the internal heart fire. That's what we got. And that song we just listened to is called Venus Fly Resort. It's one of my favorites. I played that at an open mic recently. Here's one called You Don't Know. That thing that you think is real, you think it's real. These are all my original songs. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. Oh. You don't know. You don't know. Holding on to that thing that you think is real. You think it's real. You do, don't you? Keep holding on to that thing that you think is real. Oh, why the heck not? All right, well, I think now it says the stream quality is excellent. Excellent stream quality. All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and play my new song, which is called Soul Arch. The new song is called Soul Arch, and I have never performed it live. I've never actually sang. Never sung it, singing it to you. Never done it, but I'm going to do it. And then we're going to make some sweet, sweet music. Because after all, I think that's about the most fun thing we could possibly do, is to make music. So we're going to do that. Maybe I'll just go ahead and play Soul Arch now. So if you are on the stream, thanks, we've got some people jumping on now. Go ahead and leave a comment, sub, and double tap that screen to show me that you like this stuff. We might even make some thumbnail art for some of the songs I'm creating. And that would be exciting. Theoretically exciting. Yeah, we had a little bit of a bumpy start on the start. But we're at the end of the start now. So we're at the beginning of the end. The ending of the beginning. And what I'm doing is just playing a few of these songs that I like. I think I'll do this one. This is one my buddy Damon and I wrote. It's called The Stop. By the way, stream, if you could just tell me what you really want. What do you want? You know what it means when you don't know what you want, friends? It means you already got it. Forget about it, it's what they say. But they don't know how deep and when. I can't live without it. I can feel you in my bones. And I know they were heaven sent. So will you find me on the ground with my hand in my hand? Ready for the stop. Looking at the sun, right then I knew that you were the one. It was hard to breathe. It was hard to believe. I never dreamed the day that you would leave. So will you find me on at you, making my night, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Head in my hands, just know I'm trying to find you somewhere in my mind. Draws a long way down, but the pain will never end. I'm open, ready for the There we go. All right. Wherever two are gathered, and we're gathered, man. We're gathered. Yeah, I feel gathered. I mean, gathered enough. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? All right, let's get into it. Complex Soul. I'm going to sing it. The heck with it. Let's do it. Do Complex Soul. Now, I was going to write music, but then I just started to play these songs. The whole damn time there was a way out. A dark winding road, finally see some light. Many sleepless nights just trying to find myself. Almost lost myself, could not see my wealth. I lurched everywhere, buried in plain sight. All this time, lost and found, lost and found. The gates are hella locked from the inside. Now I see the door, and it's open wide. Down and a healing preacher pointed the way out. Like mystery, and I have no doubt. The hope I feel now, it's new to me. I find it dare to dream I could be set free. A cheap red guitar probably saved my life. Showed me a strength in me, simply moving forward. Monsters under my bed, monsters put in my head by the ones I love, by two angry cowards, weak and wicked things, put a spell on me. Still keeping wide the hole they built in me. Was taught to hate myself, taught I had no worth. That wounded little boy left all by himself. 1970, 1970. I will not do to him what was done to me. Spent all this time, lost and found, lost and found. The gates of hell are locked from the inside. Now I see the door, and it's open wide. A clown and a healing preacher pointed the way out. unlock mystery, and I have no doubt. Yeah, that's killer. That was killer. All killer, no filler. That's what we say. By the way, if you're just jumping on the stream, go ahead and leave me a comment. Give me a thumbs up. You know, show me a little love. Let the honey flow. Let the honey flow. Tell me what you know. Yeah, let's look at some honey flowing. You want to see some honey? Check this out. Bam! Golden angel, the honey giver. The honey giver. You know, all the music you hear tonight is courtesy of the Holy Ghost, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Only through Jesus am I redeemed and capable of doing any of this. If you like anything I do, all the glory goes to Jesus Christ. And that's what I have to say about that. I hope you also see it that way. But if not, I get it. Okay, the guitar that I am using is a very inexpensive, I believe it's called an AS53. I did a couple of reviews on the channel. Hold on, let me get the thing back so you can see me. Yeah, so this is a semi-hollow body, Ibanez AS or AM53. It's the larger body. They have one that's a smaller body. And I actually have a version of the smaller body in the Macassar Ebony body in the AM93, which is the smaller body. It's the AS53, which is the larger body. But man, does it sound good. Cheap pickups. Dude, I mean, you know. Listen to this. This is the neck pickup. Yeah, and then the bridge pickup sounds juicy, juicy. Oops. Yeah, I just love this guitar so much. I put a little work into it. I put in the locking tuners, you know, because you gotta have the locking tuners. In my way of looking at the world. Yeah, oh, thank you. I really appreciate that, man. Really appreciate that. And by the way, I still am thinking back on that super chat the other day. It really stoked me up that anybody would do that. I thought that was so incredibly cool. And I'm not asking for another one. I'm just saying it really kind of made my day, and in a nice way. And I thank you for that again. Okay, so I'm going to sing a song now, and you can tell me what you think of it. It is called Soul Arch, and when I write these songs, I have no idea. Like, I just have no idea. I have no idea what's going to come out. I just go with, I try not to come with a preconception. By the way, I don't read music. If you were to tell me letters and numbers, you know, I know numbers, like I could count the frets. I know where the 5th and 3rd and 12th fret is, but I know patterns. I know everything I do is by ear. And I like that it's a faith-based act, meaning I know it will come to me, whatever it is. I like to just try to be a vessel of whatever really is intended to happen. And hopefully that's what's happening right here tonight. But I'm going to play this one, and I hope you enjoy it. This is a very new one that I wrote. I composed it with almost like a organ, like old Hammond organ sound, if you like that kind of sound, and I love that kind of sound. Let's see. To be honest, which is my default state. You know, the gates of hell are labeled with a word, and it's called lie. So I'm not going to do that. But I don't have the lyrics memorized yet, believe it or not. So okay, I've got the lyrics up, and we're going to do it. We're going to go right into it. This one's called Soul Arch. Oh man, do I love the sound of the organ. Looking at the levels. Looking at the levels. Just want to listen to those chords. I do 2 rounds of these chords. Now I'm going to switch it up here. Ready? Here we go. Man, is that tasty. Don't leave me here by the side of the road. My heart has confessed. Ghost of regret, final act of faith. I cannot do this on my own. Run away from me, just run away from me. My heart's afraid of what I cannot be. Don't get too close, don't get too far. I can hear the train a-coming. On the key. Same hope for you, same hope for me. The grace of God is all we really need. Same hope for you, same hope for me. The grace of God is all we really need. There is no end of the day. It's only what you think, the games you play. Have faith and know that it all ends well. Let your soul be saved, let your soul be well. Same hope for you, same hope for me. The grace of God is all you need. Same hope for me, same hope for you. By the side of the road, I can't make it on my own. Ghost of regret, final act of faith. I can't make this on my own. Same hope for you, same hope for me. The grace of God is all we really need. Same hope for you, same hope for me. The grace of God is all we really need. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. You bring it with you. keep it warm inside. Don't leave me here by the side of the road. I can't make it on my own. There you go. I hope you like that one. I really do. All right, let's see what we got. I know they say practice makes perfect, but when I put the guitar down for a couple days and then pick it back up again, I play a lot better. Go figure. Yeah, I can relate to that. I really can. Yeah, sometimes it's, I mean, I think music is kind of the thing that you can't force it. That's my opinion. I mean, you can force it, but it sort of seems mechanical at that point. And what are we doing? It seems more like math. Seems like math. And the more I let go, the better it is. The more I try to cling to it, the more it just slips through my fingers. You know, that's an old classic saying, I know, and I think it's so true. Some of the most incredible realizations that you could possibly have are so incredibly simple that they almost seem dumb. They almost like, yeah, duh, you know? Yeah. But they're the hardest things to do. They're the hardest things to do. I gotta say, I'm feeling pretty healthy. I've been on a health kick. Kind of let myself get a little chubbified. You know, that's good too. You know, eat a cookie. Track mud across the carpet. That's a Johnny Cash quote. So yeah, let's not be too healthy, right? It's unhealthy to be too healthy, in my opinion. But yeah, you know, I'm just feeling good, feeling the energy, feeling connected with something good. I had a really, really bizarre experience. Maybe is this story time? I'll put on some background music. Yeah, tell a quick story. True story. This is a true story. What's a good one for a background? I'm looking through my let go of the rope. It has to do with exactly what we were just talking about. I'll put this on as I tell my little true story. And you can be the judge, jury and executioner of this whole concept. So, I biked down to the beach. Biking down to the beach. I'm about 5 blocks from the beautiful subtropical Atlantic Ocean. And as I'm biking down on my normal little path there at the end of my street, I hear this. That's the sound. That's the note. In fact, I gotta. That's the note. All right, I gotta figure out what that note is. I hear that, and I looked up, and there's a raven in the tree, and it is making that sound directly at me. Now, keep in mind, I live in Florida. I have never seen a raven, and I look around. I mean, I'm pretty observant of nature. I love to check out birds. There's always a beautiful bird flying through the sky. And it's like, wow, that's kind of weird. But you notice the raven because it's got this big beak. I mean, it's not like a crow, it's not like a jay, it's like a raven. It's got that big black beak, and they're a pretty big bird. And the way it was like looking straight at me, and it was making that sound at me. And I didn't think too much about it, but it was really unusual. And the way that sound like got my attention immediately. It was totally different than anything I'm used to hearing. And I'm pretty used to hearing the sounds of Florida. You got the katydids, as they call them in the background. Then this morning when I got up, I was like, and I'm feeling a little bit of nervous energy. Like I'm gonna go for a walk. I'm gonna walk around the block. So I go for a walk around the block. I get a couple houses down from where I live, and I hear again, boom. I look up in the tree, and there's a raven. There's a raven in the tree, looking right at me, making that sound. Now, second time in 2 days. So I came. I had to go pick up my wife. She was getting her car dropped off. She had her car dropped off at to get the brakes fixed or whatever. And I thought, what? It really got my attention. I thought, what is going on there? What is going on there? So I looked up, what does it mean when you see a raven multiple times? And I looked that up specifically in Christianity, which is where I'm coming from. And I said, what does it mean? And it turns out it has a pretty deep meaning. And in fact, it's mentioned throughout the Bible in many places. In fact, on the ark, Noah let the raven go to see if the land was, unsubmerged and all that stuff. And it turns out that the raven is a symbol of transformation. It's really a bird that is specifically called out many times in lots of world religions, not just Christianity. And I thought that was really, really fascinating. Okay, now fast forward to lunch today. I said, I'm going to go for a walk around the block again and see if that happens again. And I walked around the normal thing. I didn't see one. I thought, I'm going to go another block to a different spot, and I walked around, and right in front of me, that raven flew to a tree in front, in clear view, and was up in this tree. And I went and just kind of watched it for a while. This time it wasn't really paying attention to me. It was just up in the tree. Now, make of it what you will, but I feel like it had some sort of deep meaning. So, I went on and I've been thinking a lot about that. What's going on there? So I think it's good. I think it's really good. That's what I think. Oh, Jupe, yeah, I hit the gym. Old man trying to stay fit. Good for you, Jupe. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I'm an old man trying to stay fit too. I know how you feel. Check out my channel, Hunnitap. I have a couple of gym videos there. Oh, I definitely will. I definitely will. Master Universe, thank you so much for jumping on. I really appreciate you jumping on, and I hope you will subscribe and hit that thumbs up and all that good YouTube-y things. But this whole thing is a trap for our attention if we don't just enjoy the fellowship that's sort of happening, and happens more and more as we get to know each other in this format. And I'm not doing this for any other reason than I just enjoy it. So, and it's more enjoyable to me when people are part of it. So, yeah. Maybe the raven will subscribe. It likes your guitar playing. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. What is up with the raven? I made some, I'll show you some of the art that I made after this that I didn't make it. I asked AI to make it for me, to be perfectly honest, but AI has been a fun thing. All right, I'm gonna find it. Image, new, browse. Yay. See if I can show you some of the things that I made. And I think maybe we'll jump into AI and make some stuff here too. We could do whatever we want, man. The world's our oyster, after all. But yeah, I'm gonna show you one of these that I made. If I can pull this off. Oh, come on, cooperate with me. Please cooperate. Let's see if we can pull this off. I don't know what it's doing, like it's organizing everything upside down or something. Is it arranging it by... Ah, I found it. Found it. Oh, but I picked the worst one. Okay, I want to pick something that's good after all of that. This one. There you go. How do you like that? I did that one. I did a raven and a dove, because I read that also the dove. They say the raven is an unclean bird, a lot like me. It's a carnivore, it feeds on like carcasses and stuff, which makes it totally heavy metal, which is cool. But yeah, I thought that one was kind of cool. I mean, why not? Yeah, isn't that cool that you just go have a computer robot just make you a make you a thumbnail like that. Okay, let's see here. We got some more comments. I'm going to check them out. Yeah, Jude says, singing also. Good voice. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm getting past the insecurity of singing, because at first I was like, I don't know, but Master Universe, can you freestyle on Juice WRLD song? I'm not sure what that is. I got a bunch of other songs I can freestyle on. Yo, Music and Gear, great to see you, man. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard, Avery. That is outstanding to see you here. Love it so much. Stoked that you are on the stream. We're just kind of horsing around. I'm going to make some music here in a little bit, but for now I was just playing a couple tunes just because I sort of felt like doing it. Let's see. How about this one? Time Shadows. This is one that I like a lot. This is one I wrote a while back. I'll just kind of play along with it. Hopefully it sounds good. This one's an instrumental. Levels dialed in. What the heck? Some of these backing tracks have weird low levels. Check out this. We're going to the next pickup. The robots. Yeah, so I think we're gonna write some songs here in a sec. You can tell I like delay. What if we'll play another one? Should we play another one? Let's play another one. I'll do one more. I'm gonna do another one that's a singing one. I feel like singing. The Raven. Blame it on the Raven. Maybe that's the next song. Blame it on the Raven. Yeah, blame it on the Raven. All right, let's do this one. Let's do this one and not do that one, but definitely do this one. All right, circular ambulation. We're going to do it. This is a good one. This has got singing in it. Singing. And it makes a reference to Steely Dan if you're a fan of all of that kind of sort of stuff.
Yes, there's gas in the car. Do you know how far the next stop?
Where are we going?
Why is it growing?
Circular ambulation. Don't forget to change the station. Circular ambulation. Don't forget to change the station. Dare to go falsetto.
Yes, there's gas in the car. Yes, there's gas in the car.
Oh yeah.
Do you know how far the next stop? Why is it growing?
It's growing. Oh man, I don't have the cam up.
Yes, there's gas in the car. Yes, there's gas in the car.
You ever have somebody run you in circles? Yeah, that's right. That was the sound that Raven was making. Now it's making That's the sound. Yeah, I got that note captured. We're gonna figure that out once we start the stream. The stream where the dream happens. It's saying our stream status is poor. I don't know if it really is poor. I guess you could tell me. Won't hurt my feelings. I hope it's not poor. Got the kid out in the other room playing video games. Maybe that's the root of all poorness. I don't know. Maybe we'll do one more. So that one, by the way, that particular song I wrote about a time when I was just being run in circles by an individual who was purely pretending and trying to gain ego points. And man, it just ran me in circles. It was like running to nowhere and turning me upside down. And the problem we were trying to solve, it was a work thing, was very hard to solve. But it forced me to realize that the only way I could solve the problem was to completely turn the puzzle upside down and solve it from the bottom up. And as it turns out, it went very well. So happy to report that running in circles sometimes gets you to your destination, contrary to popular belief. Delay, reverb, chorus, my go-to effects. Yeah, you and me both, Avery. That's for sure, man. Yeah, I know you like that chorus, which is kind of cool. It's like that 80s, like metal sound. I love that too. I do love that so much. Let's do another one. By the way, before we do another one, I did an open mic night the other night. And I did two within the course of a week. One was at a small music store in a small downtown area not far from my house. And the other one was at a bar not far from my house. And you know what I realized? I don't like bars. I don't like them. But I like people. And people aren't bars, so, I'm kind of torn. But I would never choose to go there just because I'm repelled from them, generally speaking, because of all the, people drinking themselves stupid. And then so there's always somebody coming up to you and like I don't know where this is going. But anyway, I went in and signed up and did the open mic, and I was surprised. There were like a lot of people, which was cool, actually. And I was able to do 5 songs I got at the end of the night and so on, but I had a hard time getting hooked up. I thought that I would just, I had this completely false expectation of what was going to happen at this open mic, that I was going to be able to take my amplifier and go line out into a mixing board or something. But it turns out they didn't have a DI, so I didn't have a way to plug in directly. So then they were trying to, I was going to go with it was that amplifier there, the Spark Live 150, which sounds incredible, but I'd never really cranked it, and I had a tough time getting the volumes right. But I met this cool person named Noah, oddly enough. Hey, thanks, Music and Gear. Appreciate you being on. And he helped me with the levels. So, all's well that ends well. But it was an odd experience, to say the least, the open mic. And I'm not sure if I'll do it again there, but I am going to keep going to open mics, because it turns out that's where you meet musicians. Oh, another thing I'll let you know about is that I'm doing a musical project with the world-famous Guitar Vacation, which, if you haven't checked out Guitar Vacation or Music and Gear or Jeeps channel, go check all those out. But yeah, Guitar Vacation is a cool cat, and we're writing some songs together, and that's been a lot of fun. He's got a really haunting guitar style, I would claim, and I think he's got a Johnny Cash voice that just wants to come out. He just needs to let that voice go. Go with the flow. Let the voice go. That's what I say. All right, maybe I'll do one more song, and then we're going to get into some songwriting. This one's called Riding for the Dawn, and if you're like me, you love the ocean and you love surfing. And, that's me. And yeah, you know what, Avery? It's just a good idea to go to bed by 10 o'clock. And I'm not being sarcastic. I had that thought when my son and I were out surfing this evening. I thought, I'm going to start going to bed by 10. But now it's 10 and I'm not going to bed. So you can see how that whole plan went. But I think that's a good way to go, man. You go to sleep at 10. You figure you get up earlier. You have more of your available day. And but I have a bad habit that I could just stay up until 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock at night every single night, and then I have a very short amount of time to sleep and so on and so forth. But who knows? My mind's typically revving. The way my mind works is it's running 100 miles an hour in 15 directions at once, and I just try to, it's like a hurricane. So I just try to stay in the center of the storm, and I think that might be easier if I got enough sleep. But, we all have goals. All right, so I wrote this song about getting up and doing what we call dawn patrol, which is riding for the dawn. We'll do this one, and then we're going to jump into some music creation. We'll see what happens there. Just free flow of notes and ideas and whatever. You can let me know if we're on the right track. This one's called Riding for the Dawn. Night, Avery. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Daylight comes for the best of us. You know what you're doing? You're digging a hole to nowhere, baby. You're digging a hole to somewhere, maybe. Petrified, you're petrified. Petrified. Daylight comes for the best of us. Yes, it does. You're digging a hole to nowhere, baby. Digging a hole to somewhere, maybe. What? Shoot, man, you're unreal, dude. Thank you so much. That's incredible. Thanks, Jupe. You rock, man. I appreciate it so much. That's super cool of you, dude. You definitely didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it so much. Made my day. It's incredible. It encourages me so much. Yeah, I appreciate it, dude. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Just soaking that one in. All right. And in honor of that, we're going to play another one. We are going to play another one. The red note. Guitar still works. This one's called the red note. Checking to make sure the stream is still up. And it is. Time to switch gears. It's time to switch gears. We're just going to make a little bit of music. Well, we've been making a lot of bit of music, but we're going to make even more music. We're going to actually create music. I have nothing in mind. Nothing in mind other than to make music. And I've got the DAW up, so why not? Let's do it. I'm going to just put this guitar down. It's better when I actually turn the guitar volume down before I make that horrible sound, but can't do anything about that. That's going to be, as I get back into live performing, I've got to keep in mind that that can happen. No one wants to hear that happen, right? At least that's the way I think about it. All right. There you go. Okay, so you should be able to see that. And yeah, let's get the DAW. Let's get the DAW up in here. Yeah, no, not that one. FL Studio. FL Studio. FL Studio? Yes, FL Studio. FL Studio is what I use to make music. And there it is. You should be able to see that quite easily now. Okay. There, we have it. FL Studio. Let's see if we got... Ooh, what's that? Oh, those are flutes. Flutes. Toot toot goes the flute. Ooh, that sounds crazy. I don't know what's going on there. All right, let's see. Let's get this so that it can be heard. And I'm just going to compose. Yeah, we're not going to use flutes. Okay, this is a song. Actually, what I've got up in the DAW right now is one that I wrote. I guess I could just add a guitar. Whoa, it is buffering on this end badly. Ugh. Wow, that's horrible. That's horrible. I don't know what that is. All right, let's see if we can remedy this so I don't have to subject you to that, because I can't have it sound like that. All right, we're going to just close it. We're not going to save it. I'm going to reopen it and see if I can get the weirdness to go away. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm going to close a few things. Have I reached the edge of the internet? It's possible I've reached the edge of the internet. We may have to pivot. And by pivot, I mean pivot to, you know, asking my AI robot army to help me make art. Yeah, there's definitely something funky going on with the DAW. I'm going to close it down. I thought it would be such a seamless transition, you know. Best laid plans, mice and men fall apart eventually. Maybe I'll read some Thoreau. Could read a Thoreau essay. That's something I like to do, oddly enough. Things I like to do. Close it. FL Studio is not responding. By the way, if you're on the stream, please leave a comment, give a thumbs up, and subscribe so you can come back and join us on this, because this is so fun for me. And I hope it's fun for you too. And it's a lot more fun when we're all part of it. FL Studio is not responding. FL Studio is driving me nuts. Okay. Fear not, ye of little faith, for we shall rejoin. All right, let's see if we can get this rigmarole on the roll. Well, it looks like we got it. Okay, we're back. All right, I'm just going to see if I can bang out a few chords here. Yeah, looks like we're back in action. We should be back in action. Okay, first thing we're going to do is take a pattern, put it in, paint it across 4 bars, and then go to our channel rack, go to the kick, and put in a beat every 4 steps. And what that gets us is this. No, 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 or yes. It's either yes or it's no, but it's not 130 beats per second. That I'm sure of. It's 115. Yeah, that's it. That's where we want to be, but it's too loud. It's too loud. That's better. Okay. What do you think? 115 BPS? Is that about the right thing? What are we thinking? I think it's pretty good. All right, let's see what we can come up with. First of all, we'll pick an instrument. And I'm going to use the Flex plugin tonight because it's free. And it's cool. Free and cool. Some of my favorite things are free 99. And we're going to just go with the piano. We're going to go with the Steinway. Steinway D-Light. Yeah, some of you probably know what chord that is. I'm not really worried about what chord it is, but we're going to make some chords. And this is my process, so you can just see it happen. Hey, somebody who knows, tell me what this chord is. E, C, A. Yeah, we'll go. I'm going to start with that chord. Just going to go down now. I don't know what you I like that. Yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm coming up with chords. Bop, bop. Yeah, and then we'll start to dice it up, but so far so good. I like coming down the back side of that beat like that. Yeah, we're getting close. Something's starting to creep out. Let's go violins and many strings, everything that you know. You and I know you. Violas. Negative. Cellos. Cellos be mellows, for the you, the fine fellows. Don't wake your up. My 1980s new wave influence just came out there. Let's fill this one out. Keep it on the white keys. Keep it on the white keys. It's got a spooky. Yeah, that's an interesting pattern. Too far? Some risks. I think it's how you're supposed to do it. Adding in another one. Let's go up an octave. It wants to emerge. Oh, this is gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one, being born before our eyes. Sometimes you. Three ravens flying into driving down a dark street with your lights off, your eyes closed. me know what you think of that. I might have to work out a certain part of that section, but I want to keep it dissonant. Stinky. It's a little unclean, you know? Dark rhythm and jazz. Yeah, I know. Hey, Blue Mox. Thanks for jumping on. I gotta say, I sort of like it. All right, let's see if we can just put something in here. I'm gonna go with this flow. I like it, and I'm not gonna turn away from that dissonant sort of stanky thing. You know what I mean? Turn right there. Try to record it. I think that's going to be the easiest way. It's super easy to do that. All right, let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do this, and we're going to do it. Okay, boom. Yeah, and that's good. That's enough. Meaning, it kind of gets the notes where I want them, even though they might not be the right notes. The right notes. You know, you want to play the right notes. No such tune the velocity down here or something. you've heard of Julian Lage, but, you know, I'm going to say he has this concept of there's no wrong notes. I think you got to go off the map sometimes. Darn. I think we're getting somewhere, folks, but it is time to hit the hay. I think sometime soon. Maybe not. Wolf Lover's on. Not hitting the hay. Not doing it. Not surrendering. Not going to do it to you, Wolf Lover. And it's great to see you. Super great to see you. Okay, we're going to keep going. You can tell me what you think. Great to see you back. All right. Let's keep going. Show you the little thing we're working on here. Turn off this. Just listen to this. In fact, let's play a little guitar. See where that gets us. Fits right in. Love your vibrato. Do what you need, my friend. Yeah, no, I've got to flow with what I know. All right, so What I know is when it's happening, you keep clapping it. Let's name it. Let's name it. I'm going to call it, because I saw several ravens over the last 2 days, and I've never seen ravens before around here, I'm going to call it, we're going to call it Ravenhaven. Why? Well, we don't know why. We don't even need to know why. Bam. All right, let's go to one of the, and we're going to come back and we're going to finish that one later, but for tonight, I think that's probably good on that one. Let's go to 70 Seconds Till Sundown. I've got all these songs. Now, I might do one more song. I might perform one more song. I might do my song again because I like practicing it with my new song called Solarch, which I just wrote and recorded. Let me know what you think of this one. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. It's so loud. wants to go. No. You no matter sub so you can come back and join the old Hunnitap. Yeah, so that one I'm working on too. I think this one's going to be my next best focus thing. All right, let's see. And so that one I'd call it 70 Seconds Till Sundown. I might play that. Maybe I'll perform this Soul Arch. I finished Soul Arch. We had this one. I called it Ronzoni. Because Ronzoni's like rice-a-roni, and you know that's the San Francisco treat, according to the commercials that I grew up with. But yeah, hopefully you like these. I've been kind of falling in love with that church organ sort of sound, for lack of a better word. I do like the synth strings at the end, your guitar over it. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I appreciate that, dude. All right, let's doodly moodly. How about this one? Cool places we can go on that one too. Let's see. I'm right on the border zone of like probably waking up some people in my house, but hey, you know, this happens. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and perform a song. We're gonna perform this and see where that goes. Okay, this is a song I wrote called Soul Arch, and Soul Arch is a surfing maneuver, by the way. I surf, we all surf in some sense, metaphorically, if not otherwise, and I was thinking maybe I'd read a little bit of a Thoreau essay too, because, you know, I just love me some Thoreau, and Thoreau it at the wall. Sometimes you just gotta go, gotta full send it. So who knows? Do what you think is right, you know? All right, let's do this one. This one I'm proud of. It came out of nowhere. And we'll see if you like it. Man, I like it. I like them apples. Yeah. That's the good stuff. Now listen to this chord change. Man, that's sweet. Think we can pull this off? Don't leave me here by the side of the road. My heart has confessed. Ghost of regret, final act of faith. I cannot do this on my own. Run away from me, just run away from me. My heart's afraid of what I cannot be. Don't get too close, don't get too far. I can hear the train a-coming. Same hope for you, same hope for me. Yeah, grace of God is all we really need. Same hope for you, same hope for me. The grace of God is all we really need. There is no end of the day. It's only what you think, the games you play. Have faith and know that it all ends well. Let your soul be saved, let your soul be well. Same hope for you, same hope for me. The grace of God is all you need. Same hope for me, same hope for you. How do you like them apples? Make it on my own. Ghost of regret, final act of faith. I cannot do this on my own. Same hope for you, same hope for me. The grace of God is all you really need. Same hope for you, same hope for me. The grace of God is all we really need. You keep it warm inside.
don't leave me here by the side of the road. I can't make it on my own.
There you go. That's what I got for you. Yeah, it's right, Wolf Lover. And yes, the grace of God is all we need. That's it. Praise Jesus. Yes, sir. No truer words were spoken. As far as I can tell, based on the ring of that little bell. Hey, Miov? I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but I think that's a cool name. I hope you will subscribe if you're not already. Hit that double tap thumbs up thing. That makes me feel, I don't know, sort of a sense of community, honestly. You know, I mean, by the way, nothing I'm doing here is me. 100% of the credit of anything that you may like is directly, the glory goes to God alone, not me. This is not me. Oh, thanks. I appreciate it, Miuv. And I apologize if I'm mispronouncing your name. Do not want to do that. Maybe I'll play one more. Since we've written a little music, we played a little music, and we'll do a little more. I played Complex Soul earlier, but that doesn't mean you can't play it again. I mean, after all. I'll do one here. This one's Complex Soul, which is a song I wrote. It's very near and dear to me, oddly enough. The whole damn time there was a way out. Dark winding road, finally see some light. And it's sleepless nights, trying to find myself. Almost lost myself, could not see my wealth. I searched everywhere, buried in plain sight. Spent all this time, lost and found. The gates of hell are locked from the inside. Now I see the door, and it's open wide. A clown and a healing preacher showed me the way out. Unlock mystery, and I have no doubt. The hope I feel now, it's new to me. I finally dared a dream I could be set free. A cheap red guitar probably saved my life. Showed me a strength in me worth simply moving forward. Yeah, maybe some of you can relate to this one. Monsters under my bed, monsters put in my head by the ones I love, by two angry cowards. Weak and wicked things put a spell on me. So deep and wide the hole they built in me. Was taught to hate myself, taught I had no worth. That wounded little boy left all by himself. 1970,
I will not do to him what was done to me. Spent all this time lost and found, lost and found. Found and a healing preacher pointed the way out. Unlock mystery, and I have no doubt.
There you go. That's Complex Soul. Complex Soul. That one was actually inspired by Theo Von and Tim Fletcher. Uh-oh. Should sound fine. That's odd. Could be your speakers. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, I hope it didn't sound too bad. I guess sometimes I will have to look back and wonder. I got an old amp at home. Oh, you guys were talking. Sorry. You guys were talking. I thought you were talking about my side. You're telling me what. Okay, I get it now. Sorry. Yeah, man. Yeah, man and woman, whatever we got in the chat. Love that you're here and chatting it up. That's cool. That's super cool. Yeah, I'll tell you what I'm running. Here, I'll kind of show you. Hopefully you can see that. That is a, what I'm using is an amplifier called the Positive Grid Mini. And it is a very inexpensive amplifier. It's like $250. It's a tiny little amp and it sounds awesome. And you can run it all from your phone. So it's just a great little amp. And I record using this little miniature amplifier. I think it's like a 5-watt amplifier and it sounds fantastic. In fact, sometimes I like to just go down, like play in some of these remote beach pavilions in my area, and I commonly have people come up to me and tell me, what is that you're playing through? They love the sound of it, just like I do. I'm not necessarily surprised that they like it, but they're drawn to it. Like, I can say a week ago I was down playing at this little spot I refer to as the Sugar Shack. It's an ocean little pavilion that I play in. And 3 different guys came up to me and did that. Like, what is that? What is that? Man, it sounds great. And they were all like, I have, this amp or that amp at home, but it's too loud and it irritates my family or whatever. And I just tell them, and it just seems like, it's a revelation to them. And I'm always so stoked to be like, yeah, this is what you get. You can just go grab it anywhere. But yeah, I've had a lot of luck with the Positive Grid stuff. The thing that you see behind me on that speaker stand, that's an actual Positive Grid amp too. That is also outstanding. You can run a mic into that. You can run also a guitar into that. The mic has, the interface has compression and mic vocal effects on it. So it sounds great. And yeah, so anyway, that's good. And the other one I like a lot is the Spark Mini. Sorry, not the Spark Mini. The Spark Mini is the one I'm playing through now, but also the Spark Go. And the Spark Go is like slightly bigger than the size of a credit card in terms of its dimensions. Tiny little amplifier, and it sounds also fantastic, especially for the size of it. Now, these amps, you can also stream in via Bluetooth music from your phone, which is really, really cool. So you can play with music, backing tracks or whatever music from the internet, which I really love. Yeah, I'll show it to you, actually. Yeah, I know, it seems unbelievable. See if I can locate it. Actually, if I can find it I went and did an open mic, and to be perfectly honest, I haven't finished packing away everything, but yeah, it's like technology has just changed so much, but one of the things I love so much is that I can just bring a tiny little amp around with me and play anywhere I want. I actually don't know where the thing is, but anyway, if you look online or whatever, Sweetwater or Amazon or anywhere, you can see what a Spark Go, G-O, Spark Go looks like. Maybe I'll play another song since we're all here, and I'm stoked you're here. Appreciate you. And I love playing music, so it's a win-win any way you slice it. Let's see. I've got so many songs. So many songs. And so many I like. I did Riding for the Dawn earlier, Circular Ambulation. All these songs are available on the channel if you have any interest in it. Yeah, let's do Feeding the Monster. You ever feed a monster? I sure have. The invisible kind. Everywhere. That's a tough thing to admit. You know, the only thing that can deal with a monster, it's a stronger monster. That means you gotta be a monster. You gotta be a monster for good. Be a good monster. Be a strong and noble monster. The kind that is capable of holding it together at your father's funeral. That kind of monster. That's a monstrosity, you know. If you can do that, you're a monster. A good kind of monster. The kind when everybody else is losing it, you can hold the wheel and drive. And that's what I mean. Jelly bean. That's what I mean, jelly bean. All right, let's make a little more music. Hunnitap, please see above. Question. Okay, let's see. Sorry, I missed the question. I apologize. I didn't read back through. A credit card. About the credit card? Let's see. It's ALR, honey. I was just thinking about my guitar sound blurry when I record it. Let's see. Yes, it sounds good, honey. I think Mia's having issues with the guitar recording. Oh. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Well, okay. Are you recording it through a? Okay. Well, in terms of the sounded bad when you record it, I would claim the best way to record is through. The way I record everything is from these little Spark amps. But what I do is I record it from the headphone jack out into the left and right, like guitar cable end into my mixer. So what you're seeing in this mixer here, this is a Zoom L8 mixer, and these two things come out of the headphone jack in this amplifier. And that way you don't have to deal with microphones or whatever else. It's a direct sound. So whatever you hear in your headphones, you're going to hear that into the mixer, and then I can just adjust it all here. And it's also stereo left and right, so some of these effects will go left and right. But that wasn't the question you were asking about, I know. I just thought while I saw that one. Honey, do you use drum VST or real drums? They sound awesome. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you very much. Actually, for a while I used free drum plugins, which I thought sounded pretty good, actually. There are several of them. If you're interested, I can tell you the free one. We'll go into let me just see if I can get this going. Okay, so, yeah, I'm just going to make sure that you can see what I'm seeing. So, okay, so we should be good with that. But, all right, I want to show you, since you asked about the drum plugins, let's show you. What I'm using now is this program called Easy Drummer, and it's just incredible. You see along this selection here, you have different genres, so you could have like jazz. Listen to some of these things. Yeah, let's play to this one. Let's do it. That's better. Hopefully it's in tune. A little out of tune. Jazz or metal. Love these. Whoa. That was totally unnecessary. Sorry about that. Let's make sure I don't blast you out. I'm not trying to do that. Heavy metal, man. Reggae, soul. Anyway, just so many pre-cam beats. 3, and it's incredible. All right, so that's the one I'm using now, and that's like far superior to just about anything I've ever used. But there's lots of other options, and I want to show you one that you could use in addition, which I used for a long time, and that is a free one called MT Power Drum Kit. Okay, so here is MT Power Drum Kit. You'll see it'll come up, and then it'll be like an ad, which this is the only limitation. You see it asks you to donate, which is probably a pretty good idea because a lot of people benefit from this. So if you donate to them, then you get a key. Put that key in here, you don't have to go through that step, but all you need to do is hit this skip button, bam, and you've got the same kind of thing, and it's got a whole selection of grooves. So I found this to be really cool. I mean, I think it sounds pretty darn good. In some ways, this one has a lot more like low end to the drums. I like that one. I'm a sucker for the snare ghost, whatever that means. So you can tell this thing sounds killer, right? That's MT Power Drum Kit 2. It's free. Just donate. You get everything. So that's what I'm using. All right. Hope that answered the question. Go back and look, see, make sure I handle this. I really appreciate all the comments. I want to make sure I help if I can help. I really would like to show you the amplifier that is the Spark Go. Yeah, I wish I was better organized. I see it. I'm going to grab it. Okay, this is the Spark Go. I'm just going to make sure that you can see this. Yeah, this thing right here is the Spark Go. So maybe a little bigger than a credit card, maybe like the size of a deck of cards, but it's a tiny little thing, and you control the volume of the guitar through this turn knob here, and then you can go to 4 different presets, and everything that you put on here is controlled through the phone. You can do backing tracks to it. It's just incredible. It's like $120. So if I were starting out a guitar, or even, I mean, I would use this for recording. I use it for live streaming. I use it for everything. It sounds killer. I can get the same tones on all the Spark amps, and you can set them all up through your phone. They have a thing called, I think, Tone Cloud. So that's a good one to know about too. I'm always happy to share that because I think, like when I was a kid, you know, there weren't a lot of options for amplifiers. It's just now you can get into something that's so good for such a little amount of money. And that's what I kind of think is so cool about cheap guitars, to be honest. It's just the fact that kids can get into it. And people who just want to try out music and might not know if they want to commit, they can get in at a much lower cost of ownership than was possible. Hey, Don Whitty, thank you for jumping on. By the way, for those of you who are jumping on, please don't forget to subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button if you like this kind of goofy stuff that I'm doing, which is playing music, recording music, meeting other musicians too. That's always super fun. Okay, yeah, no problem. Have a great night. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you much. Yeah, Wolf Lover, the Easy Drummer, so good. I love it. That's cool. Yeah, I gotta check out your stuff, Wolf Lover. Do you have original stuff on your channel or things I could look at to see some of your music? I love that. That's my favorite possible thing. Yeah, you definitely need to try making music. Definitely need to try it. Yep. That is well worth doing. I could play another original song. I mean, why not? What's stopping us? I've been using this thing, and the reason I'm using it is I simply love the sound. This is an Ibanez semi-hollow body guitar. It's called an AM53. This sucker retails for about $350, and it has phenomenal pickups, in my opinion. Phenomenal for what the kind of stuff I want to do. I thought I would replace the pickups, but then I fell in love with them. That's the bridge. No, that was the neck, which gets that cool vintage sound. And then the bridge is also. Oops. I'm gonna take out the tone knob. I'm gonna take out the tone knobs on all of my guitars, because what I want is maximum tone. I never use the tone knob. Yeah. All right, let's play another song. Why not? Silence Before the Dawn. That's a good one, sort of. Venus Fly Resort. This is one I like a lot. Maybe we'll end it up on Venus Fly Resort. Yeah, and the full version of all these with all the leads and everything in them. These are the backing track versions that I play to, but the full versions are on the channel. And they're actually on all the music platforms. Like, I've used a service called DistroKid. So all my stuff gets distributed. And I've actually got a record label called Rusty Feather. Ooh, a little out of tune. Let's turn her up. You'll hear it? Well, I will be darned. What do we got here? Yeah, that's what I'm working on. Yeah, that's what I'm working on, called Ronzoni. Ronzoni. This one I sort of like. Playing to it earlier. I come back to these things. We wrote one earlier and just came up with it. We're going to do it again. I'm going to probably do a live stream tomorrow. I didn't do a live stream last Saturday night. Apologies if you were a subscriber to the channel and you were looking forward to that, because I just started to get a migraine headache. I don't know. My wife was like, it's a Sahara dust. I was like, wow, maybe it is the Sahara dust. You know, this time of year happens. But I just got a killer migraine headache, and I was like, there is no way. There is no way I am going to be capable of playing music. So I just kind of waved it off and took care of myself. Took 3 Advil and laid down and prayed for relief. And it came. Oh, yeah. You know, I'm a sucker for that organ. Listen to these chords. little TV. Don't believe the hype. Steinway piano. Fantastic frontiers of your final destination. Don't forget to turn to your favorite radio station. Once upon a time, it was you and I. It was the 4th of July. 3 ravens came from the sky. Oh, that's the melody right there. Lean on me, lean on me. Let it go, let it come to you. Yeah. Yeah. 40 days and I still don't see land. 40 days and it still seems to expand. Raven, raven, lean on me. Lean on me when you are down. Lean on me, let me do your work. Lean on me, 'cause there's nowhere left to go but where you're at. There's nothing left to do but let go of everything that you're holding back. Yeah. Just playing around with ideas. Hey man, you want to know where this music comes from? Want to know? It comes from God. No joke, it really does. Nothing I've done tonight do I take any credit for whatsoever. I don't do this for fame. I don't do this for anything other than to connect with something higher than me. Much higher. That's that honey I'm talking about. That honey we could all tap into. And you know, I hope you get into playing music too. If you're watching this after it airs, if you're just thinking about it, I hope you will tap into the same honey I'm tapping into, which is available to every single one of you. I hope your life is filled with joy. I hope any sicknesses that you have, you are healed from. I hope anybody that is hurting out there starts feeling better. You can rest assured that you are loved by your Creator. Hell is being separated from Him. He's waiting just for you. Tonight could be the night that you give your life to Jesus Christ. I hope you will. I did. It made a big difference for me, and I think it will for you too. But I'm not here to push it. I just hope to see you on the other side. That's all. The ultimate peace is the one you just pick up off the table, friend. It's available to you, it's available to me. God bless you all, and I hope you have a fantastic night. I wish you nothing but joy. Don't forget, even in the darkest night, the morning will come. Nothing lasts forever, except for the enduring love of the Almighty Creator. Love you, mean it. Catch me running. I am Hunnitap. I hope you will subscribe, like, and comment on my stuff. Go check it out. I got a lot of stuff. A lot of musical stuff. This was a lot of fun. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate you. All right, signing out. We'll get some snacks and hit the hay. Have a good one. Thanks for watching Hunnitap. Appreciate it. This was a really fun one. Yep, hold on. Yeah, honey, so I need help. Okay, what's up? What do you need? Plug your amp into the audio interface. It works. It's making a weird, all the time, like a little sound. You know, I hate to say it could be a flaky audio interface. I had a Focusrite audio interface and ended up having problems with it. Like it worked pretty well for a long time, but then it got scratchy and it did have a little background noise on it. I don't know what happened. You know, I'm not saying they're all like that, but, and I hate to be the solution is to get more gear because that's typically not it. Sometimes it could be that you have the level up too high and it's clipping. So if you have a way to, you got M audio, okay. Yeah, well, is there a way to adjust the gain or the level so that it doesn't clip? I know on the Focusrite and on this mixer you see on the stream tonight, you can tell, like, for instance, if I turn this up, it starts to clip probably on what you hear. So you got to make sure it does not going into the red. Typically, most audio interfaces will have some sort of way to dial that down. Now, the other thing is that not necessarily the amplifier, but I would wonder if it is the guitar that you're using too. You know, if you have single coil pickups, it's not going in the red. Okay. Are you using single coil pickups on your guitar? Because the single coil pickups, meaning you know what they are, they're like the skinny ones instead of the wider ones. If you're using single coil pickups, they typically produce a lot of hum, a lot of, like, it almost sounds like something's wrong, but it's just that if you have distortion on the signal with those pickups, typically they'll produce a 60 cycle hum, which is a noisy signal. Yeah, so if you've got single coil pickups, that they naturally produce noise if you're putting distortion on them, and that can be what it is. There are a lot of things that can cause that kind of background noise. One thing is, like I have this in this room, is if you have a lot of electronic components running through the power, you can have in a room a lot of interference basically that comes through that's received on your signal by the fact that all the power that's running around in your room. I don't know the explanation for it, but you can have unclean power. I use a thing called a Furman power unit, which costs about $90, and it cleans the power. It can take out that background noise out of the power, or else mine would be much more noisy than it is. The other thing is if you have like fluorescent lights or that kind of thing, that can also greatly affect the background noise. One thing I like to do is shield the cavity of the guitars and the pickup area. That's basically like creating a Faraday cage to insulate from some of the noise. Yeah, so it can be a lot of things like that. I'll tell you what, I've found, I don't work for or am not sponsored by any musical company or anything, so I don't get any benefit from saying stuff like this, but I found that solving problems like that, how I solved my problems was I called Sweetwater, the online guitar store, and talked to their audio engineers, and they know 1,000% more than I'll ever know about audio and recording and everything, and they were able to really help me isolate my problem. That's when I ended up getting that Furman power cleaning unit, which I said, helped a lot. Before that, I was picking up all kinds of sound on my studio monitors and so on, but just keep in mind, it's not necessarily the amp or the audio interface. It could be the pickups. Especially if they're single coil pickups, they're just going to be super noisy. Humbucker pickups typically don't have that problem nearly as much. She's always in the green, but I see the green, so sometimes it sounded sure. Yeah, it might be that. Single coil pickups, or just general interference from being in a room full of electronics, or even just fluorescent lights. Like I said, they generate a lot of things. Your guitar pickups are basically like, okay, yeah, you got a trash guitar, so it cost me like $40, so maybe. Yeah, but I mean, here's the other thing, as long as it's not that bad to have a little bit of background noise. If you take off distortion from it, if you want distortion on it, well, that's one thing, but you might expect a little noise. Another thing you can do is you can get a noise gate. There are 3 noise gates that you can get that will go into like a digital audio workstation software that you can use, so you don't necessarily have to go buy one. But there are a lot of good, fairly inexpensive noise gate pedals that will take out the noise, so you can reduce the noise. It does degrade your signal a little bit, but I mean, who cares? It's worth it to get rid of the noise. Because the noise does bother me, and for recording it can be super annoying. That's for sure. Like, you just don't want to hear that. But I found, there's a lot of solutions, and that the audio engineers at Sweetwater are basically like a free resource that you can use, and you don't even have to buy anything, but you can just ask them, and they can help you troubleshoot it. Because, it could be anything in your quote-unquote signal chain, your guitar, your cable, your amplifier, your audio interface, but they basically will help you walk through it. So I just think that's a great resource, and it's free. And they help me all the time. I resisted Sweetwater for a long time, meaning I just thought they were trying to scam me because they was too good to be true. Like, you're just trying to sell me stuff. But I realized over the years that having tried to disregard their advice and just think I was smarter than them always backfired. And I eventually had to go back and get what they said was the solution, and then it worked. So the other thing is, when I bought stuff from them, if I wasn't happy with it in any way, they immediately remedied it. Like, they want to make sure you're happy. So I really stand behind that brand. I think they're very good. And it's free. And it's available via phone call. So, and they're way smarter than I am about this stuff. But those are some of the things I've learned over the years. And I actually strayed away from single coil pickups for a little while because I thought the noise was sort of annoying, but now I don't mind it as much. I sort of embrace the noise. You listen to like old Jimi Hendrix concert, like he's noisy. There's no moment where it's just clean, perfect sound. It's noisy, so it's kind of part of the deal. So I've learned to accept it more. As the older I get, the more I get into vintage tones, and I kind of accept it a little more. But at the same time, if you're recording, you don't want to hear that. It can really be a bummer. So yeah, glad I helped. Oh, good, yeah. You're welcome. Yeah, thanks for the question. I hope it helped, and I hope you have a great night. And I'll see you back in the future. That would be a lot of fun. This was a lot of fun tonight. All right, I got to hit the hay so I can get up nice and early tomorrow. It's a lot of fun. Thanks. Have a great night.